Hello and welcome to the Super Metroid multi-category tournament match between Crossproduct and Cynan. They are going to be running RBO today, which is a super intense category, and it's going to be super exciting. So, to everybody in chat and to hockey, how many deaths do you think each of them are going to have? Deaths and resets, both in Lower Norfair and in Dragon. We are gonna put our guess at like 5 deaths each.
I think it's a pretty conservative estimate, Freyeth. But we will see what these runners have up their sleeves in this RBO category. I think we're ready to start.
Cynan is excellent, and Lake Demon last race against us proved that you can do that with very few deaths and just have an amazing run. And that wasn't even a PB.
I'm continually impressed by the talent pool in this multi-category tournament. Have to be as versatile as a Swiss Army knife. But really impressive so far as we enter the end of round 4.
Be versatile, or just be like us and go into matches without practicing.
It's a bold strategy, Freyeth. I gotta.
It did not pay off. So we're just sitting here waiting for them to start, and soon we'll be off, and we'll get to see their early game. We'll get to see them who takes a tiny lead in the early game before the lead is before whatever lead happens there is completely smashed by all the deaths that they're gonna have.
Oh, here we go. Starting on the old Sirius station.
Very blue. So reverse boss order. Does that mean that to fight Series Ridley last?
I wish that were possible. Just go back up to Sirius Station. It's after self-destructing, it's all put back together, and then you fight Ridley.
There was one puzzle race, which is they have to defeat Ridley with a limited amount of ammo and no charge without using charge beam. And the solution to it was that you had to space-time your way back into Ceres.
You had to space-time your way back to
Ceres Ridley.
Oh my goodness. That is incredible. Looks like I got a nice little sink here. Heading into the tile room.
And the timer is perfectly synced. The SpeedGaming tools are so amazing for managing to sync the times with so little effort on the part of the restreamer.
Oh, for sure.
SpeedGaming is the only place that we really see sync races like this.
It's definitely a benefit to both audience and commentator alike. But yeah, big shout-outs to SpeedGaming for hosting this tournament. It's been a real blast so far.
How do you space-time? The way that you space-time is you have Phaser, Plasma, Charge, and Wave, we believe, equipped. And then you have to shoot it in a very specific place in a very specific direction, which is well beyond us. But it's one of the beams that you get from having Phaser and Plasma equipped at the same time. Lets you glitch in interesting ways. So both of these players are excellent runners, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they manage to do. Crossproduct, well known for doing a Super Metroid SM33R Plando, where he had Morph in the Green Hill Zone, and you had to clip your way backwards, knowing that if you got all the way there and it wasn't Morph, you'd be stuck.
Wow, Cross, that sounds pretty troll.
It's a Plando.
Unbelievable.
At least Cross wasn't making you use X-ray and a reserve tank to get morph without morph.
That sounds impossible, Frizz. But what's not impossible is these runners strapping themselves up early here, grabbing the morph ball, grabbing some missiles. Probably gonna be grabbing a lot more missiles. Plenty of other items for them to get.
Sam is turning herself into a ball and giving access to some missiles. Pew pew.
Super impressive. I wish I could turn into a ball, but unfortunately I don't have a morph ball item or a power suit to use it on.
Would you be able to see where you're going if you turned into a ball like that?
Maybe once every revolution, right?
If you're lucky.
If I'm not going too fast.
So both of them coming into their pit room reversed, and they're both gonna go up the climb. It's an incredibly technical room. No, Cynan's gonna go and grab the early E-tank, the one that Lake got that we forgot.
Oh, so he's gonna go back down to retro
Cross
and
is
grab
just
it
gonna
now.
go.
Nice. Yeah, Cross just going for it, going up the climb.
So it's only about a 30-second time loss to do it this way. Wow, Cross is actually doing a really Cross's snaps to those ledges have been really good.
Yeah, Cross looking real smooth here. Might be the pre-race ritual working out for him, having a little drink just to calm the nerves a little bit.
Is that the trick to running RBO?
It might be. I don't know. We'll have to take a poll of some very seasoned RBO runners.
So we believe that crossproduct is pretty seasoned at RBO. We don't know how seasoned Cynan is, but Cynan is an excellent 70% runner.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at Cynan's times coming in the tournament, very impressive stuff.
BT pulling off the missile dodge tech, and the missile absorb tech, and then not giving Cynan any drops tech. BT really wants as much screen time as it can get.
I guess so. That's terrible luck for Cross, but he still finishes without the decapitation animation. Really well done.
Cynan doing an excellent ledge grab climb.
That looked real smooth. Very nice.
Cross super hyped about the route divergence.
Oh man.
So, do you think that Cynan is going to attempt the hell runs with only two E-tanks in reserve, or do you think he's going to moon dance or do something else?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm relatively new to RBO myself, still learning, but I don't know if Cynan necessarily is going to go for moon dance, but that double dip in a Norfair though, he definitely is tough with two tanks. The first dip of the double dip.
Okay, so the next tricky trick coming up is going to be, after Brimstone Reserve, they're going to attempt to do a mock ball to get out. That is a very difficult trick, but it saves a solid 10-15 seconds, so... solid 5-10 seconds, so let's see what they can do. Let's see if Cynan kills the pirates, too. Oh, Cross even gonna get all those missiles.
You know what I say, Freyas? More ammo, more better.
So the problem with that is that at GT, you need to have less than 32 missiles, or GT won't repeatedly throw the thing that you farm with.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't actually know that.
So that's the main reason why people reduce their missile counts in RBO.
That makes sense.
Oh no! Cynan accidentally shot an extra one, and now he's gonna have to farm before going to the right. So hopefully these waivers give Cynan some missiles. We didn't even think about the possibility of grabbing an extra missile pack to make it easier to just get to early supers. That's really, really, really clever.
No, things are looking good so far. So a lot of questions in chat. How did Cynan get so far behind? It's really too early to speculate on who's ahead or who's behind because they're still in kind of the item acquisition phase. Cynan went back down to Retro Brinstar after collecting Morph Ball and missiles to grab that E-Tank in Retro Brin. So Cross Product may be heading back there to get it, you know, through Green Hill Zone once he has power bombs. That's a pretty standard play.
I think Apathy Duck summed it up very concisely. LOL being behind an RBO.
No, absolutely. It's like you said at the opening, Frey. It's like any kind of tiny lead or even a big lead, seemingly insurmountable here in the item collection phase, could just be wiped out by a couple deaths to Lava Dive or a couple deaths to Ridley or what have you.
And it's going to be really interesting to see where they end up there. It's going to be exciting to see Cynan do the minimum health hell run. That's the one. Wait, is Cross Product going up? Cross Product's going up.
Yeah, he is going up. So he's probably
Cross
going
Product
to
is not actually doing a minimum health run. Cross Product is probably going to go up and make another loop around.
Yeah, maybe go up, grab power bombs. That gives him access to plenty of things.
Maybe even do an early Brinstar cleanup and come back for the supers later.
That's a very big possibility. Wow. I agree with you, Freyas, that he's likely going to dip down into Norfair.
Oh, they're both going to do that.
Oh, interesting.
Are they both going to do a full loop? So the next decision point is: are they going to do a Brinstar cleanup and grab a ton of E-tanks, or are they just going to grab power bombs and dip?
That's an excellent question.
We would actually expect we'd expect them to do a full loop, because we don't think it really makes sense to grab these peeps unless you're gonna go up here unless you're gonna do a full loop.
Sorry there, Freyas. I was just getting caught up on the stream. My ISP, I think, is throttling me. Too much time on Twitch, but they're not going to slow down this commentator.
Hockey is immune. Hockey is immune to that.
Well, if I start talking like a robot, then we know that they're really bumping the speeds down, but we'll see what happens. So far, these runners are doing an excellent job. You know, doing their cleanup, grabbing extra power bombs. Gotta have enough for crystal flashes after all.
Huh. Cross opening the door to the wrecked ship.
That's pretty clever. Do it now. You don't have to worry about it later.
So, this route, a huge disadvantage of this route is that you would have to come back for waterway and climb supers.
Oh, that's right, because you haven't gone and gotten Speed Booster yet.
So it's going to be really interesting to see what both of them do for that. Cross is going to go up and bomb jump to these peeps.
Very nice. I wonder if we're going to see him go to Gauntlet after this. Grab the Gauntlet E-Tank.
We would expect so. So Cross Product seems to want all the power... Wait. Cynan's going grab peeps and then is going down? So what is Cynan gonna do with all those peeps? Like we saw Lake Demon do it last run. Early peeps and then just jump to Norfair. Where does it actually save time? Like, we're confused about what the advantage of early peeps is. Like this. Over just peeps after croc.
Yeah, not sure. But I think maybe just pick them up just to have them. Like Apathy Duck in chat saying it's just more PBs. But Cyan's got Spazer, which is the undisputed champion of beam weapons. Easily the best one.
Yeah, it is just more peeps, but peeps are by far the least valuable ammo in this because peeps help you the least during Ridley. You really only need them for crystal flashing. And you'll get 25 along the way. Crossproduct should have no trouble in here. But Gauntlet can kill you at any time. Gauntlet doesn't like you very much.
So Andrew in chat saying it's the most convenient time to get those PBs if you want to get them. Well, Cynan wanted to get them.
Ooh, Cross!
Oh, jeez. Oh, escaping from the clutches. Wow. Cross product giving us the first kind of clenchy moment of this run so far.
So one definite advantage of this peep is that you need to think less about ammo management. So if you want to give up some time to make you have to think less later in the run, that's a good place to do it.
Absolutely. I like Nevdi in chat. More PBs, more better. And I'm not exactly a seasoned veteran of speedrunning this game, Freya, so I know you know that. But ammo management...
Are trying to.
Ammo management is not something I've figured out how to do. So it can be difficult.
Yeah, ammo management is definitely tricky. Okay, Cynan very glad that he has this extra E-tank. And just makes it through. Sometimes it's actually worse to get through with really low health, because then you have to just kind of farm these waivers for half of forever.
They have a pretty low drop rate for big health. Or is it somewhat okay?
It's somewhat okay.
Right on. Looks like Cross is heading down to the bottom of Brinstar.
We'll see right now what the drop rate is for big health. So Cross is going to have a much easier upper Norfolk Hell run. Wait, did Cross get an elevator CF suit?
Yeah, that's what chat's saying. So he's got some tricks up his sleeve, this Cross product.
Cross just has elevator CFs. So Cross is gonna have a choice to use this on Cross is gonna have a choice for this for climb supers or for waterway. Or for saving it for Meridia supers, but or he could skip the upper Norfolk Hell run.
We're getting confirmation for us from chat that he doesn't have it yet, but he's likely gonna go for it.
Okay. We're glad that we just didn't miss what would be the most novel moment of this run. Oh, did Cynan reset?
Yeah, Cynan took too much damage outside of speed, couldn't get up to the farm spot fast enough. So he took a reset. He had to save at Frogway. Sorry, Frog Speed. Well, I guess Frogway. Frogway, Frog Speedway,
Frogway.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Yep, Frogway.
Cynan's not saving again. Cross going for Mission Impossible. Let's see if Cross can get it. Nope.
It's too bad from Cynan. He just almost had that jump up to the farm spot.
And now we're gonna get to see Cross manage to do this one. Cross gets it first try.
Very nice from Cross Product. Cyan's got full energy. He's going to give this another shot, dust himself off, and try again.
So yes, the top tier RBO runners that we have in this tournament are Kip, Zenny, and Zost. And Cutie we've never seen run RBO, but is also a top tier runner. Sloders is also a top tier RBO runner.
Yeah,
so we have a
for
lot of
sure.
top tier RBO runners in the tournament.
Yeah, Sloders is definitely no slouch when it comes to RBO.
Was that first try from Cross? That was
Looks
first try
like
from
it.
Cross.
Very nice.
Cross has definitely practiced this. We have a statement from Cutie about RBO right here. Lol.
Lol.
So we'd say that for a runner of Cutie's caliber, RBO is definitely the hardest category to learn.
No, for sure. Oh, Slaughter's throwing some serious shade at Cutie. I bet Cutie would sleep through it. Yeah, Slaughter's, that's low, man. That's low.
So for the rest of us mortals, the hardest category to learn is definitely going to be low percent ice. But for somebody who's that good, who's that good just won't be dying the same way that the rest of people do. And for somebody who doesn't die to the bosses, low ice is actually supposed to be a pretty easy category. Cross!
Oh my goodness, Cross really getting beat up by those key hunters after a really tight wall jump in Green Hill to get back to Retro Brinstar. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So the gamers do 5 damage. Oh no, that was intentional. That was intentional. He's setting up for a CF suit.
Oh my
Elevator CF
gosh,
suit.
Cross.
That was entirely intentional. Oh, that's why Cross wanted all those extra peeps.
To have plenty of chances at the elevator.
So Cross is going to have to set
Crystal
the
Flash.
peep at exactly the right pixel, and then is going to have to do a frame perfect tap down. So this is effectively double frame perfect to try and get this.
Oh my gosh.
And then if Cross does manage to get it, Cross will have a crystal flash animation down the elevator, with Samus's color dependent on what beams Cross has equipped.
Cyan's through speed though. He's gonna pick up the speed booster.
What?
Oh my
What?
goodness. Cross with these esoteric tactics.
How did
It's unbelievable.
Cross get blue? Wait, how did Cross actually get blue there?
I have no idea, but he's just gaming. And using bomb jumps to get up there too, so you can hold on to that flash suit.
This is a blue suit, which
Oh,
this
it's
is
a
a
blue
blue
suit,
suit,
I'm
which is
sorry.
much easier to hold on to than a flash suit. A flash suit is really tricky to hold on to. With the blue suit, you just don't hit dash and keep it forever. That's all you have to do.
Cross Product definitely has a ton of experience in some of the more obscure categories like dashless.
So like, we've seen this done before, but we didn't know that you could do this without speed booster. We thought that in order to do this, you had to. Did he actually get something? Did he actually get something in the elevator? Correctly?
That's a great one for chat, Fraze, because I have no idea. But what I do know is that Cynan's pushing aside the little bit of difficulty he had at speed. He's into double chamber now, picking up all those key items, picking up wave beam.
Oh, he wants both the supers and the E-Tank.
That is incredible from Cross.
So did Cross get an elevator CF suit and then activate the Shine Spark in order to make it blue? Is that what happened? Okay, that makes more sense. We had complete. Oh, Moonfall! We've never seen this one before. Okay.
Some wild and crazy stuff here early in this RBO race.
We didn't realize that Cross has actually gotten the elevator CF suit. Okay, so this is stuff that we've seen before. That makes us feel better. It's not like some dark wizardry that we can't comprehend. So we believe that Cross is one of the dashless runners, and we're seeing a bunch of dashless strats in here. We've thought about doing it too, cutie.
Yeah, just
so cutie, Apathy Duck said that your only comment on RBO was lol. Is that accurate?
Cynan gets set up against Krakemeyer here. Meanwhile, Cross Product is using that blue suit to just pound through anything in his way.
So, do you think that Cross is going to use this blue suit? It's just gonna walk through to save it to skip the
to get the waterway.
Yeah, gonna walk into waterway and then use the blue suit to skip the Upper Norfair Hell Run.
That's unbelievable.
Yep, he's absolutely doing that. He's absolutely doing that. This is amazing. We are so glad we're getting to commentate this.
I've never seen anything like this.
Just take it all the way to Dragon?
Take it all the way to Dragon. Give me a break.
What? That's
there
where
we
he's
go.
gonna use it?
No, he sparked out a waterway with it. It's nice. Cynan finishing up Croc, picking up Croc E-Tank.
Yeah, so what Cross
shout out to
happened...
Nevdi, good guess.
What Cross did, Cross did the Crystal Flash Suit at a specific place on an elevator, and that got him a Flash Suit. And then on the ground, he activated the Shine Spark as a Crystal Flash was triggering, which made it blue. As the Shine Spark was triggering, is what we believe happened. And if we got that wrong, somebody in chat please correct us.
Absolutely. I gotta go with Sloters here though. Look, I'm all about crystal flashing in unorthodox ways, but this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
If you can ever break Sloters' brain, that means that you're doing something truly amazing in Super Metroid.
No question about that. So Karakara in chat asking, does Cross even need to leave Norfair? Freya, I think he can just single dip into Norfair now.
Is he skipping Spazer?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It looks like he's gonna. So we're gonna expect Cross to skip Ice and have only Wave in Lower Norfair, and that way he'll skip some unequips. So this is an incredibly exciting route. Breaking Kajardan's brain, that would be truly impressive if somebody could do that. Kajardan, for anybody watching, is one of the old legends of the game. He was the person breaking the ROM into pieces to figure out how much damage each beam shot did. He was the one who found the original out of bounds for which makes X-ray climbing into Torian possible. He found so much wonderful stuff.
Sounds like it. When you have a game that's this old, with a speedrun community that's as active as a Super Metroid is, it's just More stuff is being found year after year after year.
Oh, unfortunate for Cross.
But a good backup from Cross with that mid-air bomb.
So Cross could still go back to Spacer pretty easily because Cross is probably going to do a second radio visit. Oh, Cross did the Hell Run before grabbing the E-Tank. That's really smart. Actually, that's probably standard. It's just not something that we thought about.
Oh, to grab Ice Beam? Yeah. Cynan grabbing his Ice Beam, though. But GG's for Cross Product. He's picked up the best item in the game. So it's all downhill from here.
That doesn't look good from Cynan. Nope.
Oh, just a little short.
So you need full run speed to be able to do that. Which means that you have to run for about 6 tiles, and then you also have to start your mock ball in the previous room. Because your speed briefly drops to 0 when you start a mock ball, which is enough to make you not get under the gate.
Gotcha. So yeah, Cross having a pretty decent time here in Upper Norfair with 7 E-Tanks.
And Cross is doing a super chill. A very chill with the Ice Beam. Upper Rising Tide.
Cynan with the Alpha Spark, though. Love that strat. Love that trick. Always love to see an Alpha Spark in any type of race. So Cyan's back up into Brinstar, heading back to Retro Brinstar to grab more power bombs. Just catching up on chat. Shout outs to Duck. Chris, I want to say that although we do have a very interesting race unfolding in front of us, I thought that your race against Lake Demon was really good. You know, great sportsmanship and determination there from you, and also great commentary from Apathy Duck.
Yeah, great commentary from Apathy Duck. It's really awesome to put names to faces to names.
Cynan gonna use a little Shine Spark, using that Speed Force to grab that super missile. So Cross having a relatively comfortable time here in Norfair due to all of his E-Tanks. He's kind of shrugging off that heat damage.
Oh, Cross falling.
The old commentator curse strikes again.
This room is incredibly, incredibly trolly, no matter how good you get.
Definitely had my fair share of trouble in double chamber, but Cross with a nice recovery.
So it looks like Cynan is gonna go do Brinstar cleanup now. And crossproduct is either gonna be heading straight to LN or into Meridia.
Yeah, I think this comes down to whatever he wants to pick up, but it does look like he's heading up back to Bubble Mountain to head down, perhaps.
Oh, we're gonna see a CF here from Cross.
Cynan with that great wraparound shot into the gauntlet spark, really well executed. See a little crystal flash from Cross to refill his health as he goes for Norfair Reserve.
So we don't
Cynan
actually
making
know.
really quick work of Gauntlet though.
We're really watching to see what Cross's next decision is, because this is probably going to be one of the biggest decision left in the race.
How about another elevator crystal flash? Into flash suit, into blue suit, into who knows whatever suits he's got up. How many suits does Cross Product have in his closet? That's what the question on the table for tonight.
Okay, so there actually is another interesting option. Cross Product could get another elevator CF suit and carry that all the way to Aqueduct Supers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's going down.
Yeah, he's going to Croc, it seems.
Oh, he's going to Croc.
Gotta grab that grapple beam. So, Freyas, you're absolutely right. Looks like Cynan's going to the bottom of Brinstar to clean that up.
So was somebody saying in the last race that Cross Product is the only person who gets Meridia Reserve? Does that mean that we're
I didn't catch that.
Does that mean that we're going to get to see Cross fully clear out Meridia?
Definitely possible if that's the case.
Are we might get to see Cross do another elevator CF suit, so that we can so that Cross can get Meridia Supers, Aqueduct Supers.
At this point, expect the unexpected. So who knows what we're gonna see from Cross?
Cynan definitely.
Oh, no kidding. Because he did grab a bunch of other ones. He's got 25 on tap. So yeah, Cynan definitely going.
Oh, there's his flash suit. Cross Product is getting everything.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing that Cross Product is confident enough to go for all this stuff in races.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Cynan definitely going with a bit more traditional kind of double Norfair approach. Now he's going for Spore Spawn Supers. He's already unlocked the Wavegate room.
We see. Did Cynan go for Alpha and Beta peeps that Cynan can skip Mission Impossible and Etikun peeps? That's an interesting decision. We wonder how the timing on that works out.
Absolutely.
So Cynan Cross Product very soon is going to get a chance at one of the best block balls in the game. That's a really interesting way to do that. Is that faster than the peep? It was definitely prettier.
Oh, for sure. No problem for Cynan getting Wavegate E-Tank.
And we good. Amazing block ball.
Woo! Very nice, Cross. Looks like Cynan gonna pick up the waterway E-tank now.
Okay, so where does Cross go now? Does Cross go to get another elevator CF suit? Does Cross just go into Meridia? Or does Cross go into LN? And we don't know what the answer to that is.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're waiting with bated breath.
Oh, he still has a spike suit, doesn't he?
That's right, yeah. Toasty Muffin's in chat with the pointing out that he's still got a spike.
How is he gonna grapple across here? How is he gonna He's not gonna grapple across here. He's gonna bomb jump up because he has he has to keep the flash suit. Oh no, he's gonna do that. Never mind.
Oh wow, very tidy movement there.
But he can't grapple there because he has to keep the flash suit. Oh, he's gonna turn this into blue.
Oh my god.
He's gonna make this blue.
He's gonna. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Cross product.
And then is he then gonna take? He's gonna take the frog way. He's gonna take the frog way across. Quote me on it.
No. He's gonna be getting Aqueduct supers.
Oh, he wants Aqueduct. Oh my god.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I think you're right, Freyas. I just wanted to see him run through some more blocks. I just find that so satisfying. And by run, I mean go very slowly through them because you can't dash.
We are in for a real treat here.
Definitely pulling out all the stops. Looks like Cynan heading to Meridia, gonna dip up there and grab some more ammunition.
So it's the same thing as Dragon. So you activate your Shine Spark by hitting jump, but don't actually spark yet. And then you and the Crystal Flash animation starts before your Shine Spark actually goes off.
That is incredible.
And they're basically synced. This is actually amazing sync despite all the differences before.
Yeah, that is really a great observation, Freyas. Never thought we would see this.
So Cynan's gonna have 3 shots to freeze a fish, 2 shots to freeze a crab. Cross product is gonna have 4 shots to freeze a crab and 5 shots to freeze a fish with this beam. Cross product has the additional problem of trying not to kill them with a blue suit.
So pardon my ignorance, Freyas, but what happened to the blue color of his blue suit? Now it's just leaving the echoes behind.
Underwater. Underwater without gravity.
Oh, because he's underwater. Interesting.
You'll see the same thing with the blue suit after Dragon. Crush being incredibly careful after hitting down to charge that.
Oh, that's right, because you have to just let it burn off, right? And you get to keep it.
Yep. And Cross could have definitely. Okay, how is Cross gonna do this room? Because Cross cannot grapple here. Or is Cross just not gonna? No, Cross has to be keeping this. Cross has to be keeping this to Ridley.
Just too much.
Sorry, not to Ridley, to Aqueduct. So how is Cross gonna cross that room without being able to grapple?
Sloater's in chat saying it best. His goals are beyond our understanding.
Never mind. We just realized that's why Cross turned it blue. If with a flash suit, Cross would not be able to use grapple here. But with blue, Cross can freely use grapple.
Oh my gosh. Very clever.
It's really amazing that Cross is that consistent with it. Cynan having a little bit of trouble grappling up.
If you thought grappling underwater with gravity suit was hard, I think without it is even harder. Although you might have a little bit more time to react since you do move so slowly through water without gravity.
So both of them are going to climb the crab to get up there. Or Cross is going to get that first. Oh, and Cross can even just walk through Botwound hallway.
Incredible. Cynan going to head up to the watering hole to grab those ammo packs, I'm sure.
There's a meme in the rando community that you either need ice or speed to get through Botwound hallway. But Cross is demonstrating that that is absolutely not the case.
Is he gonna... Oh, he's gonna go up Aqueduct. How clever. The Aqueduct super pickup.
No, you cannot kill Dragon before Ridley. They're coming here for just extra supers and extra E-tanks.
Yeah, we're still... To anyone in chat wondering, we're still in the item collection phase. The runners are picking up all the goodies they need to head down to Lower Norfair to fight Ridley. So it looks like Cross not electing to go for the Botwound E-tank. Looks like he's just heading out of Meridia.
And the supers are way more important than... Are way more important than the E-tank.
That's an excellent point.
The E-tank
to have
gets you
40
about
supers on tap.
25 extra seconds on Ridley. Ooh, wall jump. That does
Very
save time because
nice.
it saves a freeze of the crab. Cross product triggering Sloters.
Well, you know, the thing about Sloters is he doesn't like to waste any ammo. If there's 30 supers to get, those are the 30 you should get. But you might even say that cross product going for 35, or in this case 40 supers, is unbalancing things. It's keeping things unbalanced.
Mama Turtle, one of the saddest rooms in the game. You shoot Mama Turtle's children to wake her up and make her angry.
Oh my goodness.
The opening X Factor is literally free. In our first RBO run ever, we tried to do that without having practiced it and completely messed it up, and that caused us to death.
So yeah, Slaughter's definitely preferring to open with an X Factor, and then only 28 supers, so keeping things perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Okay, Cross has to be a little bit careful. Cross might be one-hittable by the pirates right now.
Got to be extra careful here. He does have 2 reserves, though.
Are they full? Because if Cross has less than 160 in the reserves, and Cross is one shot away from death from the pirates.
That's the real question, isn't it, Fritz? He's got 2 reserves, but are they
And he has to
full?
jump over this shot. And does it successfully.
Oh my goodness. It's like reverse limbo from cross product there. But I believe Cynan has completed his item collection, so he might be heading to Lower Norfair now.
Yeah, Cynan's gonna get to the LN a little bit earlier. But other than that, they have basically this. Cross has a little bit more supers, but other than that, they're basically even.
And I think Cynan picked up an extra power bomb pack as well. So yeah, pretty much very close to being balanced. Just a little bit more item collection for Cynan, and I guess I jumped the gun a little bit. It's gonna grab this Norfair reserve tank. So I think it's kind of cool. Like energy refills don't fill your reserves, but crystal flashes do. So I think that's great for a route like this to have those reserves.
Yeah, this is a great safety.
Didn't see the Meridia reserve pickup though from Cross.
Unintentional missile pickup. No, we did not see a Meridia reserve.
I was kind of hoping we would after all the other shenanigans we've seen.
It's an adventure. Maybe this is kind of like a choose your own adventure game, where all the options for where Cross goes get put into chat, and everybody gets to vote on it.
Vote now on your phones, chat.
The extra reserve makes it harder.
Oh, so we're pretty much at a dead heat here because Cross has already picked up the Norfair reserve. He doesn't have any more Norfair items to pick up. I should say upper Norfair items to pick up. Ooh, be careful, Cynan. I know you got reserves.
Cynan's good.
Right here at Nutella refill. Of course. How could I forget the Nutella refill?
So Cross is going to be heading into Outland really soon.
Yeah,
Cross probably going to do one more P farm, and then it's just going to go. Probably going to take a save first. Yep.
Actually, I'm sorry. It would. Oh, go ahead, Freyas.
Go ahead.
If you'd say so. It was actually cross product with the extra PB pack, not Cynan. So he's definitely a little bit more strapped up on ammo.
Yeah, we can see right there their exact ammo. Other than Cynan's accidental missile pickup, they have very, very similar ammo. Cross are just one of each more. And Cross did Cross get the Norfair reserve? Yes, remember Cross doing that earlier.
Yeah, Cross has got Norfair reserve for sure. But yeah, definitely some divergence in the manner that they collected items, but pretty much finding themselves at the same spot here. It just comes down to execution. This has been the prologue, so now we'd love to see these runners, see them show their stuff down here in Lower Norfolk.
And they're basically completely synced up right now, which is so exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Cross is gonna roll down and ball.
And get a good
See
bounce.
if Cynan goes for the Zenny dive.
Yeah, Duck, definitely an understatement of the century. I'm not really known for hyperbole.
Neither player going for the Zenny dive, but Cross gets it first try.
Really well executed.
Cynan takes a shot and has to reset.
Oh, tough luck, Cynan.
So after all those shenanigans, Cross is now ahead. We don't believe that Cross has taken a single death yet.
No, that's true. He's definitely been just kind of building up some momentum here.
So this is actually huge. Cross got to the elevator without triggering reserves, and reserves won't trigger, and that saves Cross a whole ton of health in an elevator. Cross showing off his RBO knowledge by successfully crystal flashing.
Oh, Freyas, don't be so hard on yourself.
It's surprisingly difficult to crit CF in so many ways that you can just mess it up. Second try, Green Gate glitch.
Really nice.
So one thing that Cynan has that Cross does not is phaser. So for Cynan, farming. So with having to farm supers actually only do about 180 DPS. So they're about equivalent to ice wave that cross product has. So that means that Cynan's ice wave phaser will do about 66% more damage. So with this many E-tanks, it's actually might even be optimal for Cynan to just.
That's a great point. Freyas does have better damage output with that beam combo, and great job by Cynan completing the lava dive and taking a much needed safety, sir. Just a save. There are no safeties in RBO. They're just saves, I think.
So is Cross just gonna skip those supers?
It looks like it. Maybe that was picking up the aqueduct ones. So maybe that's what that was for.
No.
Oh, is he going back for him?
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, he's gonna refill here.
He might just skip. No, he's skipping the fight. He's skipping the fight. He's just going. Oh, Cynan going for the 2-frame. Oh! Green gate glitch not being nice to Cynan at all.
But I love the persistence from Cynan there. Staring adversity down, eye to eye, and getting the green gate glitch. Very nice. And a nice little high five here.
So one really nice thing for cross product here is that every time the cross product dies, he will not have to redo the GT fight. So we're gonna get to see whether Cynan, how Cynan chooses to do GT. Whether he shoots off all his supers and spends his time refarming them, or whether he'll just kill GT with a beam. And we believe that it's actually faster to just kill GT with only charge shots and not have to bother with farming more supers.
It definitely makes sense. Farming can be a huge time suck.
But not many. But we don't think that many people actively think about that because you never see a world record. Cross product getting booped.
Ruh-roh.
Now Cross has enough ammo that Cross could CF. That did not look like. No, that was not intentional. But Cross product does not have to fight GT again, so it has a massive. Wait, is Cynan's giving GT?
I think so. He's got 30 supers, so maybe he's not looking for 35.
Wow, they're both skipping GT. Oh, that's a tragic bonk.
Oh yeah, big time. A tough death for Cross there, but Cynan still got screw attack, so he can just buzzsaw through those columns. Cynan into worst room in the game now. Very treacherous room, no matter what your item loadout. But especially in RBO.
Oh, that's so every time that the Cynan touches anything, that is 200 damage.
That is a
better
lot
hope
of
that
damage.
he got. We're gonna say better hope that he got the right run speed, but Cynan aborts it and just goes for safer strats. Cannot CF in this room at all. Leaving some in the reserve, not sure why, but.
Wow, that's some execution from Cynan.
So we think that both of them missed their sparks. Cynan definitely was going for sparks, but bonked.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, Freyas. But gets to Firefleet just in time. Gets through Amphitheater, worst room in the game. That very difficult set piece. But living on the ragged edge a little bit, but well
Wow,
executed.
and getting all those fireflies nicely. Oh, Cynan trying to get the firefly back on screen. Does Cynan use moonwalk? Moonwalk is a normal. Moonwalking backwards is a normal way to scroll the screen left and right. So what you need in reserves for Ridley is enough in reserves that you can survive. You need like basically a full reserve. What CFing will give you, and that so when Ridley has you in his claw, your reserves will not trigger. So Ridley picks you up, you suffer through a 10-second animation, and then your reserves trigger at the very end of that, and then a full reserve will get you just enough time to get health bombed to make it to the E-tank.
It's really amazing me what it takes to execute this route, and that it is possible. Signing into Metal Pirate's room. Couldn't quite get the Shine Spark off, but we have to settle with supers on these Metal Pirates.
So it's gonna burn 8 supers on these 2 pirates. And that's gonna mean that Cynan has to farm a bunch more.
He's got that lovely farm beam and a couple nice farming spots. When I was on first RBO match with Pliskin, we decided to call the room right outside Ridley Farmville, especially in an RBO race.
That's an excellent name.
Not sure if it's trademarked, but we're gonna roll with it for now.
You might even be able to convince people to change that name permanently. This is definitely a more exciting name. Oh, Cross gets in without even burning a super. Cross knows all the little tricks in the game.
Unbelievable. This is a class on Cross Product giving a class on esoteric Super Metroid strategy here. So Cynan's still looking for some super drops here from these bugs.
And we have Cross at the pre-Ridley save. So right now it's all going to be about who can kill Ridley first. Who gets the first Ridley kill?
Well, Cynan's got super missiles selected. He's gonna just blast Ridley with a fusillade of those supers.
Cynan did get booped by Ridley once. Twice.
He's landed most of them, though. I think he's only maybe missed 1 or 2 supers.
So this should be a 0 HP Ridley. So he just has to get grabbed before the reserve trigger. And that's a first try Ridley.
Wow.
That is
highly
a first try
impressive.
Ridley.
That is highly impressive from Cynan. A really, really nice fight.
So from Cynan's run, we conclude that Upper Norfair is much harder than Lower Norfair.
As I've always heard Kip say, you gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes, and Cynan with the early dip down with the 2-tank first Norfair visit definitely paying off here. But just like I said, when they reached Lower Norfair phase, it's item collection's over, divergence is pretty much over. It's all about execution.
All about executing Ridley. And avoiding Ridley executing Samus.
No question.
Eight more supers, and Cross is going to be headed directly into Ridley. Oh no, Cross is going to go into just this.
I think it might not have made for a much faster farm, but should make for a fast Ridley fight. I guess when you start with 35 and you knock it down by 10 after the Crystal Flash, I guess to only have to farm
one
6
super
supers.
missed.
Only have to farm 6.
One super missed, one boop.
Ooh, one.
That's a dead Ridley. That is a dead Ridley.
One acid dip too, but yeah, Ridley just going absolutely ham because you know his HP is low, or 0 in this case.
That was
but
really
just
close.
So troll. Ridley is such a troll. Are you kidding me? But first time Ridley fights for both runners. Really, really nicely done.
Double first try, yeah. Both of these runners are on a roll here.
Cross is absolutely obliterating Ridley with 31 supers on tap. So still a very close race. I mean, Cross is finishing up Ridley's.
Oh, Cynan barely survives.
Oh, wow.
You momentarily forgot that this room wasn't heated. Thought that Cross was just, or Cynan was just dead. Cross with an amazing peep count.
Holy smokes! Yeah, 24 peeps. Wow. Sorry, Sloater said something in chat. Kind of a little inside joke between us, is cracking me up. We decided last SGDQ, Sloaters and I, that if you destroy an enemy, if you like overkill an enemy with a super, or you destroy an enemy that you don't necessarily have to kill with a super, that's called sending a message. And so Sloater's saying Cynan sending a message to that. What are those things called that shoot the fireballs? There's the Namahe?
Funes. No, yeah, Funes are the weak ones. Namihes are the strong ones.
Oh, okay, so that was the other one. Fune, yeah. But Cynan has made it out of Lower Norfair.
So Cross is going to end up in a crouch position after that, which, if Cross wanted to, could use that to backdoor Spospo. That's how it used to be done 15 years ago. Sending a message to every blue door in the game. Cocky, that can be your category. Send a message %.
Oh my goodness. Well, any % intended route never got off the ground, but maybe send a message % is the new meme. Oh my gosh, Sloater's just pouring it on. Kojak's nickname in the community was the messenger. Oh my gosh. You're having too much fun tonight on a Saturday night in the Super Metroid multi-category tournament.
Cynan gonna farm up to full peeps before we're heading off into Meridia.
Cross has just got to buzzsaw through these 3 Musketeer Key Hunters, and he'll be home free out of Lower Norfair.
Oh, that was a ball boost! We have never seen that ball boost before.
He just drops down to kill the 2 seahorses anyway, guy. Cross just keeps you guessing.
Sending a message.
Definitely sending a message to the aquatic or aquatic type enemies, even though they're seahorses, they're on land, so I don't know.
Please don't
I don't
die,
know where I'm
Cross.
going with this phrase.
Oh, huh. So if you lay a bomb like that and you recover fast enough, you can actually still get the CF off. That is really, really useful to know. After we died 2 or 3 times doing that.
My goodness.
So Cynan's in Meridia Main Street. Lots of freezing, lots of grappling. Gonna climb all the way up. So now that crossproduct has done lots of going fast, crossproduct gets to do some going slow.
So I know it's a difficult section of the game, Freyas, but Meridia has to feel like a little bit of a vacation compared to Lower Norfair.
In your first RBO run, it absolutely does.
But in all the
in a race, it absolutely does.
but all the subsequent ones after the first one, now it's just more of a chore, huh?
Well, once you start getting good times in any category, even the easy parts are like, oh no, we have to not mess up and wreck the PB. Nothing is ever free in speedrunning.
That's absolutely true. So Cross making his way up to Main Street here.
Cross gonna reset the room.
Oh, here I thought he was gonna just go through the green gate, do some craziness. I don't know what.
So it's 2 missiles and 2 missiles, 1 beep shot for the fish. Oh, he's gonna go for that. Freezes in the wrong place, but he's gonna get the easy backup. So Cynan's gonna try to infinite grapple jump here. One of the prettiest tricks in RBO. That fish looks too high. Yep.
Yeah,
fish
you're
is too
right.
High. That's good. That should be good. Oh, just barely pulls it off in time.
Well executed from Cross. He had only a few frames.
Maybe Aqueduct will be the great equalizer in this race.
It's definitely possible. Cynan, looks like Cynan's got it.
Cynan gets up the right side. And makes it across. That grapple jump looked scary at the end. So these runners are only a few rooms apart right now.
It was definitely close heading into Lower Norfair, and then Cynan did pull ahead, but you're absolutely right, Freyas. Very close here in Meridia.
Easy ice clip. So Cynan, so for bot wound, Cynan has a better beam, but this Cross has more supers to burn. Cross gonna kill the snails.
Now that's sending a message.
Oh no! Cross
Oh,
one short.
looks like Cynan's finished off Botwoon. Adios.
Sloater's saying
to
that
that
it's not over
filthy
until you
water
get past
snake.
the sand. So when was each of their last saves? Because
I believe that Cynan saved right outside Aqueduct. I do not know where Cross saved.
oh, that's too far to the right, isn't it? Oh no, that does work. Cross just knows this game way better than we do. Apathy Duck escaped the sand once. We wish that we had that story to tell. Escaping the sand is incredibly, incredibly difficult. We have not managed to escape it even once. It requires doing some arcane sorcery, like knockbacking low, doing a crouch jump, and then starting to spin jumps. Well beyond us.
Well, we do have cross product here, so if there's any arcane sorcery, I'm sure he can pull it off.
So it looks like Cynan is farming back up to full supers. That is a good idea because having a second ammo for a second crystal flash will mean that Cynan will mean that Cynan has more chances to try and escape Raygon.
So yeah, both runners actually in the same room right now, but Cynan having already picked up that Botwoon tank and completed his farming. Oh no, that's a clever use of the Metroids. I like that a lot from Cynan.
Yeah, that's a great use to them. The most clever use we've ever seen of those Metroids is the RBO full halfy. You make a Metroid bridge at the very top to charge a short charge. Which is absolutely beautiful.
That's amazing. You make a bridge out of Metroids.
Sloater's saying that you can escape the sand with some intuitive jumping. We're gonna question the use of the word intuitive there.
Maybe unintuitive jumping. Sloater's making it sound though like real-life advice for escaping quicksand. You can't move too rapidly.
Unintuitive, okay. Okay, that makes way, way, way more sense. Sloater's is still somewhat human.
This is so very difficult what Cynan's trying to do to swing up there and just grapple onto that single grapple block.
Oh, they're at the exact same place right now.
Yeah.
On the exact same grapple block.
Absolutely synced here. Oh,
Cross
wow.
pulls ahead.
Cross
pulls
does
ahead.
pull ahead indeed.
Even does the moonfall there.
That is absolutely brilliant.
So is Cross going to be able to damage down enough before the fight starts?
Let's hope so. Because he's not going anywhere if he can't execute that crystal flash.
Cross? What does Cross have planned?
Well, it's just like Chat was saying earlier in the race, Freyas. No one can really know the depths. No one can understand the cosmic brain movement and strategy by Cross.
Wait. So Cross is going to. We think Cross is going to damage Dragon down to almost dead, and then do the CF, and then finish Dragon off with the Shine Spark.
That is amazing. Cynan makes it through though. Excellent job.
Yep, and there we go. Cynan knows exactly his health. Or Cross knows exactly his health. And knows that getting double hit at the end will get perfect health for this. And now Cross just needs to finish Dragon off with a Shine Spark.
Wow. Very well executed.
Truly galaxy brain strats. That is amazing.
Incredible.
We actually like that strat much better because then you don't run into what we ran into with just dying. Cynan's not going to be able to damage himself down enough, is he?
Well, we'll see.
Well, no, there's... Wait, oh, Cynan's going to do the same thing. Cynan's going to do the exact same thing.
Something very similar.
One boop of Dre, and then... Oh! Ooh.
Cynan definitely cut it pretty close there.
So, on average, Dragon will tail slap you about once every 4 seconds, on average. And you have to do 60 D-pad inputs to get out. Cynan's gonna wait for a goop to actually spark.
I think he's gonna use grapple.
Oh no!
Oh darn! Oh, that's such bad luck from Cynan.
We actually really like Cross's kill.
According to Hero82 in chat, that's the old school RBO way of killing Dragon. Cynan gonna give it another go. He's got to save right at Dragon. Cross product making his way through Cack Attack Alley.
So can we say how amazing it is that Cynan did all that, or no, that Cross product did all those CF blue suits things, and still is coming out, and is actually ahead after doing all of that. Was able to do it fast, consistently enough for a race setting.
Absolutely, just definitely well practiced from Cross. The benefit of running some of those more, I guess, esoteric categories.
So Cross is gonna grab Plasma, take the Forgotten Highway to Fantoon, and then Kraid, and then Torian. Cynan on Dragon too. So Cross only have one death.
CF all right.
Cross only have one death this entire run.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, with this little health, Cynan kind of needs to get the grapple quick kill. Oh, is that even gonna work? It does. And Cynan gets to spark off. But that's probably not. Dragon's probably. Yeah, this is the death. Wow. Amazing, amazing tail RNG.
Wow.
So on average, you get booped every 4 seconds. Cynan, it felt like, went 10 seconds without getting booped.
The RNG gods being merciful.
So
Cynan with a dragon kill. Very nice.
So that is the trick to RBO, just get good RNG.
Cross heading to my favorite section of the game that you just almost never see. But always happy to see it in this RBO category.
It has enough ammo for 2 CF, so it has lots and lots and lots of attempts. Cynan going for the bounce method. There are two methods to escape from Dragon. One method involves bouncing like that. The other method involves just grappling. Jumping up high, grappling the bottom part of it, and just going with a single bounce. And different people find different ones of them easier. There are a lot of people who swear by the bounce method and say that it made it way easier for them. For us, we tried the bounce method repeatedly, could not get it. Watched Zeus run, which is the world record at the time, and just copied what Zeus did, and it was so much easier. So if you're having trouble with that, try both of those, because some of them are easier for different people.
For sure. I think that's really you touched on the beauty of this game, Freya, is that there's so many different ways to execute movement, and it just comes down to personal preference and consistency on a runner-by-runner basis.
And at some point, it becomes personal preference of how you prefer to die to Ridley.
So Cross making his way through the East Ocean here. Another seldomly seen room in Super Metroid.
Knowledge and no practice equals commentary? You got us, Cross. You got us. So cross-product is gonna... No, cross-product cannot microwave Phantoon. So cross-product is gonna do... Cross-product is gonna do two missiles, plasma. Charge shot. Two missiles, charge shot, and it's gonna get a 2-round that way. You know, Cynan heading straight up towards plasma. Cynan doing a fish stare to get up there faster.
I really like that from Cynan. Gotta put that ice beam to work.
Cross missing the first eye open. With how close this race is, mistakes like that could end up deciding the race.
So Cynan collecting the plasma beam, maxing out the damage output with that beam combo.
So Cynan opts to lay a power bomb into the plasma room at the start. Correct us if we're wrong,
Just
but
to
with
soften
ice beam,
up those.
with ice beam, it doesn't do anything because you have to shoot them twice anyway because the first shot freezes.
Oh, I see.
So we believe that Hundo item where we have in the ice first run route, you actually don't lay that power bomb.
Well, Cross Product has finished off Phantoon. That'll only leave Kraid. But Cynan heading to the Forgotten Highway. I would just love it if Cross Product picked up this one last super pack just for the meme, but I don't think he's going to.
So is Cross Product gonna space jump across the ocean or spark across? Space jumping is slightly faster, but also trickier.
Well, it looks like he lost his speed booster. He's gonna have to space jump here.
Let's see if Cross goes for legendary crate skip across the sides.
Oh my goodness, the crate skip. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I think he was listening. I think he was listening to you, Freyas, because he almost went through that door.
If only. There's like a 30-second delay on commentary actually going out, so...
Aww.
If only we could take credit for that.
I wish. Car in chat, I want him to take a blue suit to Mother Brain for the memes. He actually did that at a Prodigies race last year in the Super Metroid Prodigies tournament. And I believe he ended up just shine sparking directly into Mother...
And we get a beautiful
Certainly
screw
set the
fall.
record straight. What was that phrase?
We get a beautiful screw fall. Right down the red tower.
Toasty introduced. It was Toasty Muffins that introduced me to the term screw fall there. Very cool trick.
So yeah, at this point, this is Cross's race to lose. It'll be interesting to see whether Cross picks up Varia. It's definitely a safety. But Cross seems to have all the knowledge in the world of this game.
Yeah, he really does. When you have multiple, you kind of have a pantheon in chat of very fast runners that are just scratching their heads like, what is he trying to do? So when runners of those caliber don't know what he's doing or have to hazard a guess at what he's doing, that's some deep game knowledge.
2 missiles, 2 missiles, plasma. 2 missiles, 2 missiles, plasma.
It's nice for me because I know almost nothing about this game other than I love it, so I can just sit back and enjoy the ride. For those of you in chat wondering, there is no resume for commentary for Super Metroid tournaments.
Yep, anybody who knows the game a bit and wants to talk about it can join. And they are definitely always looking for commentators for this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There are constant pings in the commentary channel for needing commentators. And there's just, for any of the Super Metroid tournaments, it's like that. Whether it's a rando tournament or any other tournament, always need commentators.
Absolutely. So while Cross Product heads over to G4, having defeated all the bosses in reverse order, I'd like to take the time to remind everybody in chat that in the Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament 2020, we're into, I believe this is the... Let me double check here. We are currently in the round 3.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Frizz. But yeah, so thank you, Frizz. Round 3 of a 6-round Swiss to set up a top 16 playoff bracket. And within that top 16, the top 8 finishers will finish in the prize pool. And that prize pool is generously provided by the sponsors Balls Guarana and Mega Cat Studios.
And as of tomorrow, at 5 p.m. The last match of this round is at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So we'll be at the halfway point of the Swiss part of this tournament tomorrow, less than 24 hours.
Well, the action is certainly heated up as the rounds progress with the Swiss format, with the runners having 2 wins being matched up against another runner with 2 wins, etc. So it's definitely got kind of like a balancing effect on the matchups. Another screw fall from Cynan, really beautiful tick.
And starting next week, the top 8 are going to be matched against each other, which is going to produce the most amazing matches. We are incredibly excited for the top 5 to start being matched against each other.
Yeah, Crossproduct making his way down Terminator. He's almost to G4. Cynan, though, dropping by Kraid's warehouse to pay a much later visit than in a casual playthrough of Super Metroid, having fought Kraid first, but in this reverse boss order, have to fight him last.
The week after next, we're gonna be getting the top 5 are gonna be playing each other, and that is going to be truly amazing. In this tournament, the top 5 players really are on another level from the entire rest of the field. So those are going to be the most exciting, super close hype matches of the tournament. So crossproduct, sinking a statue into the ground, wander off to another brain's lair.
He doesn't have to be overly concerned with ammunition, but still health a huge equalizer from other brain fights. And I'm not sure what's going on cross products end, but kind of taking a little breather there after the G4 statue sunk down. It looked like he was thinking again about doing something and then decides against it. He's starting off in these Metroid rooms now.
There's still three more Metroid rooms. And I'd rather brain fight for Cross to do more shenanigans.
That's true. We're always looking for more shenanigans. Wow, looks like I was a little bit far behind. I saw Cross enter the second Metroid room, and now he's all the way to Dust Her.
Cross going with a legendary skip. Hockey pulling off the legendary 2 Metroid room skip.
That's right. Just skip right to skip 2 Metroid rooms out of 4. It's easy.
So Cross gonna go for a baby skip here. Unfortunately misses it. But it's still amazingly far in the lead. Oh, gonna try and wall jump all the way up there. Almost gets up there too. Unfortunately, facing left, so it's gonna have 40 frames of stand-up animation.
Do the memes ever stop with cross product? We love it.
Oh, CF.
Yeah, skip the refill, right?
Oh, it's gonna go for a Shine Spark. Nope. Oh, we see. It's trying not to unequip Screw Attack. Cross? Is Cross just trying to swag it up now? We think unequipping Screw Attack and going for a normal Zeb skip faster at this point.
Something, that's for sure.
And there we go. Going for a normal Zeb skip.
But he's still got Screw Attack equipped. I think now he's turning it off.
There we go. Normal basic Zeb skip.
Pretty much impossible to accomplish with Screw Attack though, because it resets your iframes.
Cross going for the 9 and 9 Mother Brain 1 kill. 9 missiles, 9 supers is the optimal kill. When you have it,
I better write that down. Gotta write that down. I've been taking notes this whole race.
It only saves 10 frames over the typical any % kill, where you only have 7 supers there. Or no, it should 20 frames.
You know what they say, Freya? 10 frames saved is 10 frames earned, so...
So we wonder if Cross is going to go for stand-up at all. Because Cross is watching the restream. Cross knows that Cross is far enough in the lead that Cross does not need to risk soft-locking and stand-up, and will win without it. Not going for stand-up. Not going for stand-up. Baby skip, baby skip, baby skip. Looks good so far.
It's got the jump rope.
Baby skip.
Well executed from Cynan. Cynan with first try Zeb skip there as Cross gets healed up by the baby Metroid. I was doing commentary in a different event on SpeedGaming earlier today, and me and my co-commentator decided that the crystals that the baby Metroid eats at the end of Metroid 2 are like human growth hormone for Metroid. That's why it gets so big in Super Metroid. But that's not canon, unfortunately, just speculation.
Get your baby thumps ready in chat for one of the saddest moments in video game history.
Oh no, the baby. But how about this hyper beam?
And now they're in the same room again. Separated only by a 90-second cutscene and a little bit of fights.
Looks like Cross is taking Mother Brain 3 to task with that hyper beam, staying as close to her face as possible, landing those shots to minimize the amount of attacks she does.
So at this point, Cross is a solid 80 seconds ahead, so Cross does have time to save the animals, so desires.
So Cynan take off Varia suit there, so he has over 6 tanks. And then he might be setting up for stand-up here.
Yeah, this is definitely a setup for stand-up. So Cynan running soft lock %.
It's a distinct possibility, but when the chips are a little bit down, you got to go for the big strats, go for the time saves.
So make sure you follow both of these runners. They're both putting on an amazing, amazing show, and they both have had an amazing RBO run. This is a really, really close race.
No, absolutely. For a split second there, I thought Cross was going to go with the left side spark, but goes with the standard right side.
Always a great meme to put off at the end of races when you're way ahead or way... Is Cross jumping up every platform for the memes? Yeah, Cross was definitely memeing.
Oh yeah.
Stand-up is a really, really finicky glitch. There's just so many ways that you can mess it up that you'd never even think about.
Cynan executed it almost perfectly. I think that was 5 hyper beam shots, maybe 4.
And Cross's product has successfully saved the animal and has escaped from the planet with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 42 minutes and 55 seconds. GG Cross product. Let's see if Cross product wants to come in for an interview.
Absolutely. GG's Cross and congrats on the W. Cynan making his escape now off of Zebus, having defeated Mother Brain 3. And we are now joined by Cross Product. GG's and congrats on the W.
Hi, thank you.
Where
GG,
do we where do we even start?
What? That's what everybody does, right? I just followed the guy.
You've been waiting an hour and almost 43 minutes to say that. I know you have.
No. It was a really close race. Cynan, I think the route's just not that good. I mean, Cynan was ahead of me, right? Well, I was ahead till I died in worst room heck run. Then I pulled ahead in Coliseum, I think it was. Yeah, and then I think I pulled ahead in Coliseum, and then Cynan had kind of a rough Dragon. But that's tough, man. That was the one point where I was really glad I practiced, because every practice run I just screwed up Dragon, every single one. It's a tough one.
If I may interject, Cross, would love what you have to say, but we'd like to also extend a GG to our runner-up here, Cynan, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Oh, man, dude. In an RBO run, 2 minutes may as well be a second.
No, absolutely, yeah. It's even closer than that. It's only because you were at 55, so I mean, that's only 1:28.
Jeez.
That's not much time at all. And we welcome in today's runner-up, Cynan. GG's, what an amazing
Cynan.
GG. It was a good race.
I think your route might have been a little more optimal than mine was. And
Yeah. I think I had a good chance if.
I think I looked at your yeah, oh, man, it was rough. I saw your any percent time. I was like 48. Oh man, I better ban any percent.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we were gonna ban that.
I'm sure that you've gained so much movement on me throughout the race, or so much time on me throughout the race, just by cleaner movement.
Yeah, maybe. At least for the beginning of the race.
Oh man. So why didn't you want to race Bingo?
Because I'm bad at it.
So I think a huge takeaway across from this race was Freyas and I, and also chat, just definitely scratching our heads at certain points, being like, "What is he trying to do?"
Oh man!
He's trying to do that. But for what reason is he doing that?
The other part I was really glad I practiced was carrying the spark suit from Crocomire back up the business center, because it took me like 20 tries to go that whole way without blowing my spark suit.
Oh my God.
I finally got it. I was like, all right, whatever. If I get the spark suit, I'll go for it. I wasn't actually planning on it. I was planning on doing another elevator flash, but yeah, I think the route's not that good. I like the idea of getting the flash suit and grabbing the extra super missile pack in Meridia. Then I can skip GT, because GT takes a little bit of time, and then farming the super missiles after GT also takes some time. I'm not sure that Aqueduct is actually faster, but I think optimally I would go in the Norfair with 2 or 3 E-tanks, then do Brinstar cleanup, then get a spike suit from New Bridge, and then take that and get my blue suit off of that. I think that's probably faster. It's just that my upper Norfair heck runs can be a little dicey, so I figure if I go in there with a bunch of power bombs, a bunch of E-tanks, then I can bypass all the saves that I would normally want to do in a race.
No, for sure. Unfortunately, we're being told that there's a zero mission tournament race at 10 o'clock, so we do have to wrap this up, unfortunately. But of course, want to give Cynan a chance to get in some closing words. And Freyas, if you have any questions for either of the runners.
So yeah, I think I'm really happy to have my first RBO race in a tournament setting. So I think it was a pretty nice race. And good luck, Cross, for the next round.
Yeah, thanks for racing, man. I had the restream up. It was really exciting to follow along and read the chat as we were running too. It was really close for a large portion of the race. It was really exciting.
GG to both of you. That was an amazing race, and so many shenanigans from Cross, and both of you played incredibly well. It was so wonderful to get to commentate this. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the fact that I only won by 2 minutes with a death means that either the route's not good or just my overall movement needs to improve. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow the commentators, Freyas and Hockey Towner. Cool people.
Thank you so much, Cross, and GG's to both you and Cynan. That was a terrific race. All right, I stand corrected. It is not Zero Mission. It is Zelda 1 Randomizer. That's my mistake. But yeah, so we just want to say thank you to SpeedGaming and thank you to the organizers of the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. And we hopefully will see you all next mission.
And coming up currently, we have an any % race going on in SpeedGaming Triple Bingo and SpeedGaming 2. And tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll have 2 more matches to close out, to get us the halfway point to the Swiss tournament round. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all next mission.
Peace.